Okay, we are back. I was having technical difficulties. I figured out what was going wrong. And I think we're ready to go
Dear
with Beacon
reader,
Pines. Yeah? Oh, I have to
allow
press
me
the...
to introduce you to my book.
Yeah,
Though it
yeah,
might at
yeah.
first appear like many books you've come
This
across,
stream is starting
it is
super
far
late.
from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known. Even it is in that way that my book is special.
Because
It
you're
is
gonna
in that
write it
way
for
that
me!
you
And
are
I'll get
special.
credit.
Without you, there is
No story.
Chapter
Okay.
1. Normal isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change.
Okay.
Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines.
So that's the thing. Since I played the game I was gonna play this week yesterday, I'm just trying this game out and see if I want to...
Alone at dawn.
Oh, no. I'll not talk over her, actually.
His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Or player. But anyway, I'm checking to see if I'll like this. I might try to play something else. There might be more Halloween themed, like horror games I may want to try out. Hey, Dad. How are things going? Meh. Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. Anyway, I was 6 years old. I was 6 years old when you died. And it's been 6 years now. 6 plus 6 is 13. From here on out, you'll have gone through you'll have been gone longer than you were here. In his life, yeah. It feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Also, man, there's not like enough room for his wife. Me too. I guess like really, if he died that young, his mother's probably gonna find other people. Hey, Luca. I knew I'd find you here.
Lolo was Luca's closest friend. He
You ever
possessed
known?
many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Well, after I banged on your door till your Gran answered, and after I checked the pond and climbed up the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you
Lolo
here.
finally noticed the tears swelling in his friend's eyes, and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and mom was all you and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were gonna keep doing it now that your mom's gone too. She's not gone. She's just missing? Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. She's gonna come back, Rolo. Of course she is. Okay, Dad. See you next time. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. Uh, 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 uh. Tickle.
Wonderful! I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
That you like dicking around. Oh yeah, almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Lolo looked to the side suspiciously.
I mean, not here. They might be watching. They who? Shh, not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. Alright, I just have to tell Gran, and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know, I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you in the welcome sign. Your Gran still kinda wigs me out. I don't do well with new people. She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. Suit yourself, I won't be long. Wait, like, okay, yeah. That was odd, but okay. My controller just didn't work for some reason. I used to play with controller
Dear
instead of mouse
reader,
and keyboard.
forgive me for this interlude.
Yeah,
Remember
you
that
talk a
charm
lot.
you found in the dandelion patch? There are
Yes.
more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines.
Cool.
They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing.
Okay.
Some of them can be found in this very house.
Creepy, you know that.
Just some dusty knickknacks. Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric. One of his father's old stethoscopes. Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though. Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
Is this like summer? Like, why would you need the fire?
Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to. Gran had commandeered the upstairs
His mom's
closet
like
when
in.
she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief.
Mom's in the room the whole time. Grandma's hiding her.
Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air. Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca
Does it
was
like far up
somewhat
north or
annoyed by
something?
the situation.
But not too far up north, but. Oh no, the first day of summer tends to be
Gran's bed
a little
was
warm.
undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of
I
falling
guess it depends
asleep
where
in
you
front
are.
of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night.
Because that's what kids do, they read. Some do, I know they do. I wasn't that kid. I wanted to play games, like on my Game Boy. And as an adult, I want to play games, like on my Switch.
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch.
She freeloaded everything else off of you.
A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
Junk.
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with the day of the week.
Oh, that's actually useful.
Oh my! This is quite exciting! I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader. A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench. Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror.
Hey, Gran. Hey, Gran. I wanna go hang out with Rollo for the day. See you later. Boom. Done. Head up now. Where are you and Rollo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere
The less
special.
Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
Just gonna go chill for the.
Just gonna go chill for the day.
Sure.
lies are built on truth.
She's not wrong. You boys always hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Well, make sure you're done chilling in time for supper.
Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle. The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
Sure. Okay, and they're gonna ask, let's do it. Let's go ponder.
Just gonna go ponder for the day.
Oh, really? What are you boys gonna go ponder on such a lovely day exactly?
Lucas' chance to sell his alibi.
You know, big stuff, small stuff, medium, mostly
Little
medium
bit.
podium. Well, make sure you don't overburden yourself with a preponderance of pondering. Huh? Oh, forget it. Off with you now. You see. That's this game's gimmick, by the way. I think is like you can go through. Is basically is going through different paths. I'm also check out what hide.
Just gonna go hide for the day.
Let's see what this does. Hide.
Traditionally, when one is trying to hide something, they avoid literally using the word hide.
Yeah, I guess for a little bit, some other kids that we could beat them at hide and seek. Aren't you a little old for that? It's not like there's much else to do around here. Well, make sure your boys are done playing with your little game in time for
Also,
supper.
that ends-
Oh, and Luca, you and Rose stay out of trouble. I know, I know, I know. Get in trouble with Rose. Glad to see that's an objective. Ah, he doesn't run in the house. Good kid. Good boy. But he does jump. Come on, come on. Dang it, Rolo.
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
You always need a
The
good
road
sign.
leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring, a sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
They don't have cars in this universe? You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret plan. Or path.
Chapter 2.
That's barely chapter 1.
Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the
That
6 years
sucks.
since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
Hey, Mr. Kerr. Hey there, pal.
William Kerr was the CEO of Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Sure. Come on now, when I was your age, there is nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing. Sounds pretty alright. You're gosh darn right it is. I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all your little friends. I couldn't keep Rolo away if I tried. Excellent. Sorry, Luca, I've gotta go back to the proverbial grindstone. Our harvest awaits and all that. Oh god, a small town and a harvest. That's always a good sign. Ho now, the left side's a little low. Sorry, Mr. Van Horn, can't talk right now. Very busy with
Mayor
preparations.
Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I... It's Mayor Valentine.
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Keep up the good work. I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen. Huh? It's nothing, keep quiet. Alright, what can the mayor of Beacon's Pine do for you today? Oh? Just saying hi, I guess. Well, good day to you too, young Mr. Van Horn. Guess he's a good mayor if he knows, like, the names of, like, all of his, maybe most or all of his citizens. It's just gonna be... I'm gonna sit here for like a good minute or two. Because it's probably... A game about charms with picking up items, like, doesn't mean I need if they gave you something for waiting, like patience. Come on. Fine. I'll move on. Alright. Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. I'm sorry, I can't. Do it or I pound you. Yep. Yeah, but my mom said... Yeah, but... If I had every nickel for every yeah, but... I'd be freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. Come on, do it. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luca. Golly, I'm sorry, it's my first week at Perennial Harvest.
He pulled a pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful, it won't happen again. If we are going to be on the first name basis, then you can call me Pete. Oh, nice to meet you, Pete. Sorry, what are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. Apparently, we're not in modern times if we're still using phone booths. It all starts here in Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? Huh? Anyway, I better get go. Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. My thoughts? You bet. If we're gonna change this town, we need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Ha ha ha. Change the world is intense. So what do you say? Could you answer a few questions? Well, I guess if it's quick. Wonderful. Open to answering a few questions. Oh, and down. Say it's not that hard. Oh, okay. We're going already. Question 2. What is something you love about Beacon Pines? I never really thought about it before. Perfect. It's the only place I've lived. See? That wasn't so painful.
And glanced up from the clipboard.
What is it? Was it? I guess not. Huzzah! Our first 3 questions answered in record time. You're literally writing down everything? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process the answers. We can save the rest of your thoughts for later. Oh, okay. Our harvest awaits. Again, creepy about... I've read enough stories of games and TV movie harvest in a small town. Don't like that. Hey, Mrs. Sinclair.
Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was. A tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Woohoo, Mrs. Sinclair. Bah, don't you see I'm sleeping, boy? How's napping today? Crummy as always. You used to have a perfectly nice view from here, till Perennial Harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? If it's the showdown they want, I ain't gonna be the one that blinks. Who blinks? Oh right, Rello's waiting up at the treehouse. Hey, Jetson. Is the line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me. If you ever wanted his chair back, I've taken it as a standing recently. Keeps him from falling asleep at the wheel. If you don't mind, I think I should say, not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener. Oh God.
Whenever Luca saw his
Let's not
dad's
talk
chair
about
by the
talking. Let's
pond,
not talk about chairs and yeah.
it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown.
Oh God, flashback. I didn't know talking to the chair would do that.
Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait. Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook, good for skimming the surface.
Give it a good cast now. You'll have to reel in a bit faster, or your catch will lose interest.
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Man, these fish are dumb. A boot! Where do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Sometimes things drift away. That's not fair. No, it's not. Well, whoever it is, I hope the other boot at least has a sock to keep it company.
Luca gently baited a feather on, good for skimming the surface.
The ducky. Well, I'll be switched. It's your old dad. It's your old rubber ducky. You were just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. I told you I would turn up. Go pick up your bait from the tackle box, Buckaroo.
Luca tied a what fish could resist?
Were these like clean up the river? Or lake? I guess it's a lake, because I don't think it's running. Wait, I wonder if that... Okay. Oh, I guess I can come back here when they have like more keywords.
After Luca's father had passed, Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied.
I'm glad a lot of this is voice acted already. Chilling. Okay, what's this top secret to start summer? Plan to start summer. So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night it was glowing. Glowing, are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since the fowl harvest? Yeah, he would even want to poke around that place. We would, Rolo, we would. Wait, it's just a busted old warehouse. I just meant we could do some research at the library. Oh, this is Beacon Pines. Oh man, I'm sorry. I gotta look at the right screen. Sorry, JP Bugs, I didn't see that earlier. I'll try turning it up a bit more. What do you expect to find? Answers. My mom's out there somewhere, and it seems like everyone wants to pretend she's gone for good. If you don't come Rolo, you don't have to come Rolo if you don't want to. Luca, I remember I had some sort of accident burned down the chicken coop. I'm gonna do a quick test. Hold on. Okay, I can see that. That works. Gee, sorry about not seeing the post. For some reason, full screen wasn't showing the messages. I can see them now. And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my paw throttled me. This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I got your back. Thanks, Rolo. Now I think about it. Poke around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse. Exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer.
On certain nights, when the clouds were just right,
Beacon Pines just came out like earlier this month.
Of static. Rolo thinks it's aliens.
I actually
always thinks it's aliens.
Helped kickstart it a year ago because I have really well done demo, so I decided to check it out.
Lucas Wintercoat,
but man, that was a year ago, and I forgot about the game. It was only reminded from like a YouTube app or something, and then I remember that I actually, helped fund the game.
With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness. Luca looked up at the satellite dish. Rolo nearly killed himself putting that up into the tree. While it didn't turn the radio into an interstellar communicator, as he'd hoped, it did at least boost the signal enough to overhear truckers one town over.
Truckers, okay. So they have cars. They have vehicles, at least. Yeah, because they have tires. So when you pick up charms, that allows you to...
Luca tied a small magnet to the line, fishing with the law of attraction.
It allows you to make new options at certain... new choices in certain areas. A key. Where do you think that the lock for this... Where do you think the lock is for this key? Now why would we... Now why wouldn't I find that? Because then we would know the secret. Ah, it's no fun. The second we know what it unlocks, it becomes a Borno key. Right now, this key can lock anything. Cool. I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. Hey, Miss Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any plans this summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Yeah, piano music. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now. It's like that beginning music to an adventure before things, I guess, go down.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wandered down the wooded path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh, oh, this is getting good.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record, the Beacon Beacon.
Beacon, beacon. Hey, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news about news? The Beacon Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Oh. Riddle thought he saw some lights there last night. Riddle ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing, and change is a dangerous animal. Luca, just the fellow I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have, can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Luca, way up. I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be looking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Rello. So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Rello. Why are you doing that turn thing with your body? Wait, you're not scared of... Are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around the corner, isn't she? Doing that... Oh, what's the word? Nah, never mind. Don't mind me, just over here lurking uselessly. Oh hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna love with you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. We all gotta pick the slack since the foul harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten, and the rest look like they were hit with Hank Atomic's Shinko Ray. All the more reason to keep digging. There's gotta be more life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luca and I have places to be, so if you don't mind. Oh, I don't mind. Oh, I do mind. I'm gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I'll haul you home myself.
Rollo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with Roxy was to be a little chill.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy, it's the first day of summer. The sun's shining, we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow's. That's great and all, but Rollo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Paul always say tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March you big oaf. All rats. Expect full report about the Valentine place. A full report! Alone. So Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool. Damn, shot down before he can even say anything. Sharper Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. Is this game supposed to teach us the English? No, it's not supposed to teach you the English language. It's a game where the whole idea is that it's a story game. It's the idea is that there's gonna be like the story can branch off into different paths, and you have to use your charms to like I guess find the path that will get you to I guess the ending that you want. I wouldn't be surprised this game has different endings.
A bit much, if you ask me.
I didn't see what that said. Crap, I didn't read that. Oh, I have multiple charms, but you can't use every charm for every decision. So I can only, so for example, the first place, the first decision point, I could use those 3 charms. They all actually just go to the same branch. They all lead here. A rendezvous with Roxy. And I only have one charm I can use, which is chill. Yeah, adjectives. They could be other stuff. I don't know if they could also become nouns and stuff, but yes. Right now, they're pretty much adjectives. Last Chance Diner. It's a feelings game. I guess. I'm only trying it out right now because I played what I wanted to play today, yesterday. So I'm just trying this out to see if I'm going to continue playing it. See if I like it. Sorry to wake you. Oh, God. No problem. It comes with the
Dawn
job.
had dreams of becoming a big time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
Shouldn't you be sleeping by day? What's up? Rello said he saw something strange going on in the warehouse. You know anything about that? You might say I've heard things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't quite say yet. Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Things seem to be quiet in town today. Yep, everyone's preparing for the festival, which should make it busy and noisy as hell. Should be back to normal tomorrow. Catch you then. Catch you then. Isn't it the festival? Never mind. Feelings. Nothing more than feelings. Oh, and Luca, I'm really sorry I haven't been able to find out anything more about your mom yet. I'm just grateful that you tried. I'm still keeping my ears up. Oh, okay, so maybe she'll become more important later in the story. My feelings of love. You're really, I don't know if it's a love story yet, but it's supposed to be, this is supposed to be somewhat inspired by, Twin Peaks. Like, there's supposed to be a mystery going on in town, but I've never really seen Twin Peaks. So I don't know how close to it's going to be. I just generally know the idea of Twin Peaks. Guess Miss Fratelli is getting ready for the festival. Hut, 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 hut. I'm not sure if it's meant for a young audience. So far it seems like a young audience could play it. Hey, like I'm sure it's meant to not be as much of an adult themed as Twin Peaks, but I hear they got some of their inspiration from it. Oh hey Luca, what's up? You know, summer break, right? Of course. And it's like the morning, correct? And you're studying, like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Hmm. Hey Zariel. Hiya Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out at the cafe? Lumi, Zaria would like Luca, let me give you a little bit of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. Wow. You really setting up for kid for success. Jumping. Hey Bert. Hey Luca. I'm doing some fact checking for this town history exhibit. Look, kid, I'm just here to put up the lights. But did you know when the town was founded there were only 7 citizens? And they all worked for a mining company. And there was only one dirt road leading to the town, and I would hate that kid so fast. There's still only one road leading to the town. Oh, right. Hey, Griffin. How's the ice cream get going? Not great. It's still pretty cold out, and I'm in the business of selling code. I'm sure things will warm up soon. Mr. Tolliver's not at his grocery stand? He's preparing for the festival, I guess. Gotcha. Whoa. I didn't mean to touch it. I thought the sign was... Oh, well. God, I'm a dick. Hey, Hello, Solomon. Apologies, no time for chit-chat. Looks like the library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later. Hey, Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Oh, hey, Mr. Nancreed. I was just on my way to... I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Hey, that's great, but I'm actually... I guess Juniper will just leave. We'll just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. Well, don't let this old man slow you down. Use a reminder that she still owes me that
A
dance.
promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do. Pretty sure he's like, stop thinking like, stop him, my grandmother. She's a fine woman, Juniper. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman. Gotta go. Sweeter than any jam on earth. Yep, walk away.
The phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
Yeah, oh, hey, Luca. Hey, Joey. How's the big hunt going? Not great. Bug's been shy this week. Bug gets shy? Or sure. Oh, sure, bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. Is this. Are we people in this world? I guess we are. I guess we are anamorphic, or whatever that word is. Animals. If you go into wheat wood, just be careful where you step. No big crunching, gotcha.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
Jeez.
The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
I wonder if they're setting us up for the fact that like they're probably like related to like whatever bad thing's gonna happen in this game. Jeez.
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Okay, no turn back now. Caution, electrified fence. Is that sign
The
new?
fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Rolo do if he was
Luca
here?
often asked himself what Rolo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing. That's not a bad idea.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
That's
One
2.
more to go.
I don't know if I still want to like.
The fence's buzzing gave way to silence.
Okay, moment of truth. Then
Every
we
kid
die.
in town knew the old Valentine fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Lilo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on
There's
here?
only one way to find out.
Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Brillo's not here. They have no problem poking around in there.
The water looked almost diseased. It flowed slowly into the woods. The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid.
Locked.
Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper.
The
Footsteps?
sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hello? Shit.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
This is a story about change.
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy, but don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that the story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Past pounds with you with Roxy was to be a little shit.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Make a break for it. What have you done? Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, little twerps. You little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Sorry. And I guess it's an example of how charms can change the game. Sorry about that. Brillo can get
Solomon
overexcited
Valentine,
sometimes.
current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter, how are you doing? Me? Yes, with all the business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No. That is truly a shame. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house? Yes. And how is that going? Well, we mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around, in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. Doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say, it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve.
Solomon trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking over for you. Apologies, Harris. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. With axe murder? I gotta see what I have. Definitely not chill. You're Valentine now. I want you to present for the construction of the History of Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family, these great past. Of course. I guess you should try to be a little shit to the axe murderer, but that could not end well. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Kind of in a hurry right now. Did he just kick him as well? Boy's got too much of his father in him. I win. Little help? I am the champion. We were racing. Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. No, not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around that electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. Why did you do that? Pal always said you can always figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great, what now? Well, I did my part establishing that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from there. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Whoa, you're a genius. Let's creep out electric. I think they're trying to say that it wasn't there before. Like the electric fence is new. I think that did it. Luca, you never failed to impress. Oh.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out. Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome. No, maybe you can rumble, an axe murderer. Did you feel that? What, excitement in the air? What, the excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Oh man, the door is locked. Try harder. No dice, it won't budge. Oh well. Oh well. The dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. I really can't see what's in here. Who did all this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure it isn't hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, lay luck. So what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. This cat boy is stupid. Yes. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? It's like Hank atomic communicators. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic. Ground command. You're coming 5 by 5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? Let's get a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. Ah. So government agents have walkie-talkies and were dissolved into the sludge. Got it. Yep, probably. Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down. No, you run the F out.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me that's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? Everything goes that. When the chips are down, ace detectives have deeper
Rollo
clues.
felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
Snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something. What's it
Rollo
say?
held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. You would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags. You might be right, JP Bugs. They might have turned. Yeah, Seems like there might be some murdering going on. I think it's just one name tag and a bag full of something else. Okay. I think maybe we should make a break for it. Stay calm. There's no time to panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Well, calm down. Don't need to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I'm not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime covered hand would be in there? Oh. Yeah, you would get out. I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for your lives plan. Right? We've clearly established I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flamin' chicken Q, Luca. I'll make sure coast is clear. After I go count to 100, if you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Well, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3.
Why wait if
He
he's
pressed
gonna
his ear
run
to the
anyway?
dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes.
Also, he's definitely
He
shower.
wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room, and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3.
I wish I could do that.
Finding a friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I just finished jarring a massive jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered to town today. Okay. So what did you and Rillo get up to yesterday? Nothing. Didn't see anyone die. Or get murdered. Oh, nothing interesting. I guess he's also a deer? Man, there's all that hair. Hello. Oh, they're speaking in binary. Calm down. Of course. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering folk. I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Rand's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You're to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Got no. Oh, and Luca? You left the icebox open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know. Born in the barn. Well, that was strange.
A sturdy old wheelbarrow.
No token? Trinket, whatever it's called. Nope, we're not going. Yeah, let's go back.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from upstairs? Ah, wrong button. Fair enough. I have a fair amount of charms. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Rello, is that you? Over. Strange.
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think. He wasn't sure.
Oh, hey, Roxy. If this about accidentally kicking you yesterday, is Rello here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rello here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rello didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late, and we went home. Weepwood, if he's alive, I'm gonna kill that little creep. Is anything else? Is there anything else?
Luca's
Anything that he
mouth
said?
felt dry.
No, we were messing around. Okay. I need to let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rolo, where are you? Alright, so look, Rolo's missing now. I don't know, I'm coming out here. I was wondering if this could get something. Doesn't look like it. Okay. My friend could be dead and so dead he could be dead. Dead and dead and dead. Bored alive or turned into sludge and not alive anymore. He might be unalive. Hey, howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all part of something special, Luca, and it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I
Toby
got it.
looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start telling me? No, look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. Aw, you joker. We're all part of this together. You let us know when you feel free to answer a few questions. Hey, Bert, have you seen Rello? Nope. I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I've told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she'll be here, then she'll be here. I don't see why I'm standing around doing nothing and waiting for Roxy when I could be standing around doing nothing and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi. Roxy needs our help. My parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rello always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to check and we would. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend time making posters. That would be great, I guess. Right, Fitz. I would check. We would. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weep Woods. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. Where's the library? What's this about missing child? I must stress that the situation's completely under control. It all just seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense. Yup, young Mr. Carter will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging. Oh yes, Mr. Valentine. Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter Beck that. Now where is she run off to? His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean vanished? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see the danger he's in. Oh, you can't go up there. Okay. Whoa. Don't go up. Hey, Luca, what's up? You haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? He hasn't come around here much. Not since they made a rule that he can only order decaf. That's cute. Oh, yeah, I already tried to go into... Hey, Don. Jan! Is it true about Rome? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. I wonder if it's connected. Connected to what? I was checking on reports, and on reports that about increased activity around town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights. Your typical shady stuff. You would be doing all that anyway, and why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family is always suspicious. Perennial Harvest certainly has the resources. Do you have any idea where it could be? The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where'd you last see him? We went to Weep Woods, right by Valentine's fertilizer. I'll check out Weep Woods when my shift ends. I do my best at night. I do my best work at night. Guess Miss Fratelli, yeah. Huh. Oh, okay.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one shopper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here in Beacon Pine. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck. A scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Remembrance Fund.
I wonder if that plays anything in the story. That was unhelpful. Yep. Yo, hi, Yasin. History Museum. It's laughable, really. Do you see Rolo in here? No, just a shadow of a family. Cling to the past, cling on to a town, cling on to the past. Jeez. Feel free to check yourself, but don't expect to have your mind blown. Welcome to Rapture. Sure. Yeah, kind of. Hey, Griffin, has Rolo been by? Haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll show up safe and sound. And when he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him. We have strong roots. Does the sweat of your brow belong to you? No, says the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the kindness, it belongs to the people. No, says the government, it belongs to us. On the house. He'll like that. Where is the library? Oh, it's right there. Sharper Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time.
A bit much, if... Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Jeez. Foul harvest. I see. Where the hell would he hide in here? I guess behind that door.
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone. That's pretty sad, actually.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yuck.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Succulent. I don't know if I would like a book
Behind
named
the
titled that.
curtain, the methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. one of the greatest acting minds of our time, by Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oh. Hey. Hey, JC? Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rolo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rolo is the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know, beside myself, that is. I thought they didn't get new editions. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh. Roger that, Space Cadet.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
Mycological Phosphorescence.
More like my complete loss of interest. I get it, see, yeah.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
Nerd. Oh, I got achievement.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey,
Kato
Kato.
was lost in
Kato.
his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title. Introduction to Melitology.
Melitology. Oh, hey, Luca. Oh, God, another high-pitched character. Oh, hey, Luca. You snuck up on me. I can't match that. Good book? Don't know. Just started.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. They are. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if two queen bees live in a hive, they would fight to the death for supremacy? Shit. Bees are... Damn. Queens go pretty hard. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rolo around, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Da, da, da. Queen Bee Life, hashtag. There can only be one, hashtag. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Miss Duncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You're new here? No, not by
Bex
choice.
family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections.
I think she's one of the characters in the like box art cover of the whatever you want to call it. So I'm guessing she's one of the main
She
characters.
would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing. I guess so. Like missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around
Luca
here?
shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
Nope, it's tails. I'm not helping you. I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rolo. I guess Rolo's my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without the unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Oh, the piano's stopping. Joey, have you seen Rolo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes on the dirt pot looking for beetles. Just can't find any lately. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course.
After the foul harvest, the Valentine
I wonder if there's like new dialogue with the.
both fake.
Nah, nothing new.
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
Coleo Coleopetologist. No, I can't say that word. Coleo Coleopetologist? I don't know what I can't figure out right now. I can't piece that together at the moment. That's strange. Coleopetologist. Keep out. Beetle scientist found now.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
This sort of thing is normal around here because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First
Okay.
small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the?
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us the skunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey, Dish. Look at what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you this once on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this stud? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid around and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that girl's around. First his pops croaked, and then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city. But a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
I think both these could be.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Oh, Bexus. Alright, Luca. Looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared inside, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense, wackadoo. Makes sense, wackadoos travel in packs,
At the
eh,
sight
Dud?
of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach. Iggy's clothes were drenched in...
You jerk, my clothes are ruined. I'm
Iggy's
gonna...
voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Oh, circle. I don't feel so good. Heh. I'm sorry, just... Oh, shit. Yep. Well, let's not touch the puddle. That was intense. He's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this
The
seems
person
okay.
in the warehouse, this strange ooze, and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rolo. You took the words out of my mouth. So don't touch the green stuff. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We're just helping look for Lolo. Neat, it's mutagen. Oh, you haven't heard any good news? Rolo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turn around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Rolo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two just scurry along before you lose yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. Can't wait to introduce you to Rolo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was really sick. You should march straight home, I guess. Beck, you folks might be getting a little worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about
Beck
work anyway.
glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well ends well. I'll introduce you to Rolo tomorrow. Sure. Guys, okay.
Rollo was safe.
49.
A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
To be fair, he actually had a really good reason to leave at the time. Rolo is S-A-F-E. It spells a word. But anyway. I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? I feel like this kid really needs a shower. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rolo. Yeah. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him, so I figured he wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. It turns out Rolo's safe and sound.
The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. Why would you sleep? Well,
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. Why don't you grab me some nice bait? Sure thing, Dad. Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. We're fishing with bees? Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one. Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. Interesting choice. With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right.
fish
Pallid
with bees.
ice propagated across
I
the still
don't think I
surface with
would
an alarming
want to do that.
speed.
How?
Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned. Dad, I don't understand. Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal. The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. Dad, look out! His father casually wound the reel. None of it's your fault, you know. Never was. Dad, we have to go! Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. Please, you have to run. The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You eat
Luca's
it.
eyes
I
struggled to
guess
focus
that's
on
an
the walkie-talkie.
analogy for life. Really?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca.
Shh, Luca.
Rello, is that you?
Luca. There.
Rello, it's the middle of the night.
Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here.
Down here.
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now. But some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone's grabbed me yesterday.
What? The man in the hazmat suit?
It took me some sort of... I think I'm underground.
Underground. Are you okay? No.
Kinda. They seem more interested in for now, at least.
Mr. Kerr said he made it back safely.
Kurt, no. Trust. He's... Hold on, someone's coming.
Went silent.
Rello? Rello, where are
Luca
you?
held still, waiting for his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse.
I can barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to the treehouse. To the treehouse.
The signal died for good.
I am glad. Yeah, all the important words are redacted. But what's he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna to the treehouse to get better signal. Rello, you're
Luca
a genius.
grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse. Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I think we need more time. This wasn't the
Mr.
original
Tolliver
plan.
paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I for one refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right, you can count on me. I just wish that we have made that deal with Harris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Please, plans change. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all. I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Gran? Why do you mean with Miss Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca! I'm liking this character. Ah! Damn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. My shift at the newsstand was over. They still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed in there. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seemed. She was either furious or terrified, or both. Look up, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. As I disappear from the... I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You're right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the layers. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations as these, odd
The
is
two
good.
boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see a big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Rello? Rello, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rello. Mr. Kerr said you're alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rello, where are you? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you better come out
He
right now.
strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt someone that's already
Fear
dead?
gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself
Luca
anymore.
stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice.
Oh, it's that.
The figure shifted slowly from behind the
It's
rocket,
Icky.
revealing itself to Luca.
I guess it's Iggy. I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your
Luca
fault.
slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. How'd you know he's gonna come here, man? That was like a shot in the dark. Oh, you're hiding. That's right. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship, none of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca, Luca. Rolo? It's not safe, Luca. Rolo, where are you?
The treehouse.
I'm at the treehouse, Rolo.
Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they're going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse.
Who said they're going to the treehouse?
Shh, to the clipboards.
What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present as a burial domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Crap. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah. Would you like to take a survey? Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down for it's just a second. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you're right. They're saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We'd love to hear his thoughts. Run.
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave us a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but we can no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty hunkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is, he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. You just need to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fellow just got a little lost. That's a lie. That's a hurtful thing to say, Luca. Thought we were buddies. Why? Because it lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop down here so we can have a face to face? Yelling like this is going to give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants
Luca's
that?
grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite a pickle, and I am the only person in the whole world who can help you. You can decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
What happens if I didn't have Fight? Because Fight was... Oh no, I have to talk to him to progress the story. So I had to get Fight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight.
I get a feeling though that I'm going to go back and
He
make it...
swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
I'm getting a feeling that like, I might have to go a different path and get a different trinket. Hey, Mr.
Luca
Kerr.
summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain insanitary. Look, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Turned his back on the two boys.
End
With
this.
a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now. Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, wanna see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. Hey up. Hey up.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Hey up. Up.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for interruption. I think you were just threatening
Iggy's
us.
eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. See you around, new
Iggy
kid.
kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Oh no. Whoa. What a little creep. Beck, I think got a little ooze on your
Beck
hair.
shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends on what you're feeling about what your feelings about having a more mature look, more refined look are. Oh God.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her, but finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Yeah. So that's interesting how, like, it went a whole different route. Luca, what the hell are you doing here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a
Roxy
panic?
and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
Thanks, Beck. That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the
Roxy's
truth.
temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running
In
out
a
of time.
torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't playing around with we woods yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse, but someone was there in a strange suit, and we hid the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us. I think it was a body. So we ran, but we got split up, and I ran home, and it's all my fault, and now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just
Roxy,
wow.
still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she...
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay,
Roxy
I
drew
promise.
herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. It's too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do
Roxy
something.
tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to the little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sounds like
Luca
a plan.
wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing by telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe the story? What other options do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than
Looking into
normal.
the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Which is what they should do.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Ugh. Whoa, don't sneak up on the old fella like that. Sorry. Who are you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But if anything, never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone really use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows the woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boys' antics have this whole town's word sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else you want that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something you know, you better. Something that you could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him. There was a shame lurking behind those eyes.
Was shame something required as to get at this point? I wonder if they make sure you have to at least get one of the options before, before it becomes... Like, before the split happens, I wonder if they make it so you have to at least have one of those options. Because shame felt like I talked to someone that was optional.
A deep sadness.
Where'd they get shame again? I don't remember.
If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yeah. Yesterday, Ro and I were messing around the old Valentine
Mr.
warehouse.
Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in a dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? First, we were just looking around. Then someone strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go sulking in someone's garbage. But it wasn't garbage, I think. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there's a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said
A
that.
deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep
Luca
you safe.
attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns can't help yourself, can you? We were all so close to be done with this.
A firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my
The
hands
door
now.
latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca
Yeah, I get it.
pounded
He's the person
glass,
who was
the floor
inside using the
dropped
hazmat
from under
chute.
his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule, plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end. Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
This story is about...
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at
Alright,
the
back to
breakfast
chapter
table.
3.
Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I just finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered to town today. Okay. So what did you and Rello get up to yesterday? Oh, Rello had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver and at the Bag and Wag. Another for Miss Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed? He said he wants some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a peculiar interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. All for you now, while the day is still young. So now we're like a whole... Yeah, I do like the tree thing for the way of choosing your own adventure. I don't know how I missed that comment earlier, but yeah. Probably because I might have been reading a lot. I do like the visual, like, thing here. And
A
quite a few...
sturdy old wheelbarrow.
Didn't you say to pick up... Did I miss... I thought you said there was like another one to pick up. Oh. Hello, this is Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well. We can meet tonight. Doing tasks. Okay. Sorry about yesterday, Roxy. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news. No more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? Was it? What else could it possibly be? Rello, I've got to deliver these into the town first. Then we'll catch up after. Oh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Maybe I'm mission control. Roger that, Space Cadet. This is so far kind of a neat concept of a game. Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There's a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Checked the soles of his sandal.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat?
Heiress Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like...
Certainly. What seems to be the
Mr.
problem?
Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Heiress, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Walder, when the goings of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, times change, ma'am. And you know, change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I'll make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was
Mr.
finished?
Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Walder. Hey, Don. Jan? Hey, Luca, what's up? They got you on jam delivery, huh? Yep. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came from a big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But there's one... But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr in the perennial harvest. And the other is working for Harris Valentine. And... the Valentines represent Beacon Pine's past. Perennial harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations, I can imagine. Well, visit my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Miss Fratelli. Look at
She
you.
leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
Well, you're all skin and bones. Is your grand not feeding you? She is. It's just, I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around with your little apron, taking orders. The whole situation, this breaks my heart, what happened to Eleanor. got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her
Luca
son.
shifted the basket uncomfortably. Mrs. Fratelli
see.
lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
My name on them. How
She
thoughtful.
carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your grand hello for me, Luca. Will do. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure, sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. Truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Count for being a mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family, for our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from the heart. I'm sure you'd be great. What was Miss Fratelli? What does Mr. Tolliver do? I don't remember. Carry them all in equal parts and we ran. Oh, heavens, I burned the bear. Ah, there we go.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one.
Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
Oh, I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to
He
give you.
leaned in a bit further.
Jam. Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name
Mr.
on them.
Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes, the jam. Thank you so much for delivering this
He
jam
reached
to me.
forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I should put this on my store shelves at post haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. That's actually weird. Not weird at all. How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold? How do you keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert. Do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. Creep factor alert. Yeah. He whispers to little kids. It's a little creepy. Here you go, you piece of shit. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem jipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case,
snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until next time I see you, Gran. Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple. Why? How old are you? 12. Perfect, follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up. Jelly, Granny is selling jelly people, I knew it. What just happened? Well, actually, you know what? I don't know if she's innocent in all this. She's also, I would be surprised if she's actually a villain, but still. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with the look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Look, Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Alona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years, so you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nelly means is that we need to move on. We need to we need this to be as easy on you as possible. We want this to be as easy as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him, and he said he would have loved to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get me into too much trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? Oh, you won. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is a little cottage next to the big mansion place. Wait, you live in on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by the big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back to the square one this whole friend gift. Don't forget to pick up some jam for dinner. Don't know if I want to. Think I'd rather not. I'm just looking around right now before I go back to the creepy gate. Does not trigger any longer. The tickling probably gets triggered no matter how you try to pass that area. Alright. I guess I'm just gonna go to the gate. I wonder if this is just leading to a path that's not gonna ultimately finish the game, but we'll go back to like I'm guessing the path where like Rolo gets caught and everything is gonna be like where the true path continues. And the rest of the other paths are probably just to get trinkets so you can get to the true path. I don't know, maybe this game has multiple endings and maybe those endings can be I guess maybe it's one of those games that you can argue like which one's the real ending. I'll see. Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all that bad. It's not all bad. The festival's coming up. The festival. Old man Valentine used to put on cockamine shindigs all the time. And where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one, and they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I can see, the difference between the old Valentine Company and new Perennial Harvest
Jeff
outfit
dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Also, Jeff, are you homeless? Ah, telephone. Nothing odd and terrible with the telephone. So you all lives at that house?
Harris and Gus Valentine grew up there, and Solomon moved in a few years back. That creepy kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing. I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really, the Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring. Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says it used to be way busier back before Sharper died, before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this foul harvest thing, and you all use the same ominous tone. Eventually you're gonna explain to me how this harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. I mean, I think it's sounds very self-explanatory what the foul harvest is, but I guess how it happened is different. Most kids would have just ditched me at this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. Plus, you give them free dinner. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simple as possible. Let's just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great, whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle
Beck
that.
took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4.
Another chapter 4.
Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents? Beck Manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh, interesting. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like a missing.
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally would have put more effort into
Ilona
dinner.
nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, are we skipping to the part where you said his mom was missing? Beck. I'm sorry, Luca, this move has us all a
Luca
little
wiped
tired.
his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Oh. I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Her annual harvest just made her the newest lead research in deep engineering. Oh, no. You don't want that job. You may not want that job of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy to get more of a difference in the world. Perennial harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the
Luca
ground.
glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nelly means, Luca, is that we're all different ways. Is that all different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to plants and hope for the best, and other people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore
Beck
you didn't.
slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca, how about some dessert? Deep engineer. I actually have to meet my friend
Luca
Rolo soon.
glanced outside to get. The sky was darker than he expected, filled.
Looks like there'd be a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yes, yeah, almanacs aren't really useful
Luca
around
wiped
here.
his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to
Almanac,
get
damn,
up.
I haven't heard that word in a long time. Thank you for the pizza, it was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. There, unlucky coin. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rolla would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him with the clouds that began to... You know what? Let's have the clouds break.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can come meet Lo. You're not going home? No, I promised Lo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. I have to admit, this game has my attention. I'm kind
Luca saw Beck
of interested to see this
by
through.
the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spike gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. I even smell
Beck
shady.
grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare's house. We are now 3. You will reveal your secrets to me. Oh fuck. That worked. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Harris Valentine. Who's she talking to? Shh. How would they not hear the kid? I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned. What was his voice again? Because I'm pretty sure it's Zeb. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was
Beck's
talking
voice
about.
was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Well, I was expecting shady, but that's just flat supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing
The
all this?
mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Oh, it's Granny this time. Family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Glenn
Family.
tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing
Gran
suspicion.
gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
So I guess it's more than one. I'm pretty sure the dog guy was still I'm sure he was the other guy in the mask, or the other guy in the hazmat suit
Chapter
earlier.
5. What big ears you have! Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why are you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was our gran. That was your gran. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Nope, we're not going in there. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need to you know it. Absolutely. If you just sign here acknowledging everything's accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of.
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal soul as
The
well?
clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Ha 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 ha. We're not weird. Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca. Let me give some advice. Next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give him a good hard bop right in the kisser. Oh, Gran tells me to just keep away from clipboards. That's good. That's good. Your Gran's a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you better run along home now. Too dark to be wandering your own. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer's always right. Especially when they're creepy. See you bright and early tomorrow. Especially when they're not called. I can't wait. Especially when they're not plotting something in your town.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered
Let the
festival
cherry
banner.
pie and coffee black. It's all coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without
The
you.
mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that. Nonsense. That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yes, she's been indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? Oh no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would forever be grateful if you could pass my thanks to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair, and we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. My father was a great man. Your Don Tootin' he
Kerr
was.
locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean the entire Valentine family, present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Anyway, William, why are you doing all this? Gosh, I've never felt one need a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just a festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agricultural business? Seeds. Seeds? Yeah, little bundles of potential.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You tree a seed, right? Nature it, feed it. Nurture it, yeah, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here? Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet, and all it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. Does he live in front? Oh, this is nice. Yeah, Treehouse is a little further down from here. So what's your buddy Rolo like? He's Rolo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since Foul Harvest. What? It's about damn time you tell me what this Foul Harvest thing is. It's kind of a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Oh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Like anything around here that is liquid is bad. It's like, well, I mean, the pond doesn't seem too bad. Coffee, I guess, is still coffee, so there's some things, I guess, that's not bad. But yeah, I wouldn't touch the liquid around here. Wouldn't drink the water. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died, and something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch? Maybe it was in the water? Yeah, water. Or air, or soil? Nobody knows. But all the crops died, and everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah, Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year, the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, you do everything right, it's sort of crap shot what happens. And no one knows why? Exact. Nope. I take it Rolo's farm got the short end of the stick? Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since perennial harvest came down. The Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. Yep, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels, one town over for a week while they decontaminated the ground underwater. The groundwater decontaminated the groundwater. We'd better get going. Story Green is still people. That has not changed. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rolo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse piles of junk. Thanks. Hey Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah. While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. I'm gonna do that. What am I supposed to do? Why? Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters? I don't think so, it seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They're all wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How'd you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let me go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On the way home, Becca and I saw Harris Valentine, me with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get it straight. Just an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse, and you were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit, and then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to the Harris Valentine. What would be a great twist? It's Rolo's parents all along. Pretty much. I really hope it's not like the. I hope it's not the two mothers, because I like them so far from the little I know about. It is something like Shutter Island, where the shady people are just decent folk trying to help. You know, I guess that's also a possibility. I begin to think this town's kind of
Willow and
awesome.
Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town, and their leader is your gran, and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran House was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe? Your gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around a day making jam. The jam are people! What could you possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since you moved in. Moved in? Your gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Oh god, she involved with his mom missing? I don't know why. I mean, that'd be kind of mean, unless the grandmother's the father. It may not be. The grandmother may not be the mother's mom. Could be the father's mom, but still. Did you know where your gran? Did you know your gran before? Not really, no. It's been years since I've seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way, but are you sure your gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family, but you're right. Luca, your gran is hiding something. And Paul always says, folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? No. That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you tomorrow when the coast is clear, and we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always up for a good game of Snoop. You can count me in.
Chapter 6. Secret lair. Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
What time is it? Alright, and this is where I'm gonna call it for the night. Secret lair. Um, it's getting a little late for me, but I'm gonna call it here. And I will continue this game next week, so this is gonna be my new series. Uh, and see how long this takes to beat. Um, but for everyone who's around, thanks for watching. This is a newer game. This came out like last week or earlier this week. It just came out this month. I think it was this month, or but well, anyway, it just came out. It's newish. I'm enjoying it so far, even though it's just mainly a text scrolling game. But I'm enjoying it. Um, but anyway, thanks for watching. And yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have something going on as always every Friday. Usually it's multiple people playing something on Fridays. Um, and then after that, uh, usually our next stream after the Friday streams are Monday when Bugaboo is continuing ActRaiser, I believe, unless he finished it. If not, he'll continue ActRaiser, the remake, not version. Um, this week, Alaris was sick, but normally he should be back on Wednesday, and I should be back on Thursday. Anyway, this is my new series, and thanks again for watching.